Hi, everybody. My name's Jason.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Eli.
And we are the YAHOSHUA and the Torah channel. And we thank you guys very, very much for being part of our family. And we have a tremendous amount of amazing family out there. And we love and cherish all of you guys. And we thank you guys very, very much for being part of our clan, being part of our world here, reading with us. There's a lot of you guys that are in a little Telegram group that we have. That, you know, I really, really love all of you guys, and we really, really appreciate all of you. And this is crazy. I just thought I'd show you guys this picture. This is, I guess, if you were in North America, this would be what a Costco would look like. This is what it's equivalent of a Costco. It's about the only... Or Sam's Club, Miss Nicole says. And so... this is what our world is. Yesterday we went out and looking for dog food, and there is nothing. There is nothing left anywhere. And we went side to side, various places, and there's just nothing around. And so we're essentially in a famine. We are in 40 days now, over a little over 40 days, 42 days. 42 days, 40 days. There's been no food, no gasoline, and it's almost like I don't know. I guess put on the tinfoil hats, folks, but it's like a New World Order agenda. Just like Hawaii, just like California, just like where they're essentially torching places and keeping the land. Essentially, this is what it appears to us down here that they are doing. It started off somewhat organic, but now it's coming out that all these people closing the roads were actually paid by politicians. And so when we're dealing with politicians, we're dealing with the government, we're dealing with all sorts of governments. And so the people are about to civil war down here. They are going to be blowing doors very quickly. So we shall see how we fare. And so far, so good. And we were able to secure corn. And we have some bad flour, and we have some bad rice, and we have some bad lentils. And when I'm saying bad, it's only for human consumption because it's beyond what humans could eat. The bugs have infiltrated them. And we have a lot of it. And so we will be hand cooking food for our dogs so that they have it. And we fed them last night, this new recipe, and they seem to like it. And so we are on a roll. Yah is always providing. He will always provide for you. He will provide for us. But, you know, one thing is that life is very, very, very fragile. It is very, very, very quick. It is very, very over a lot of times. We're around now where we have seen it was a friend of ours, essentially. And last night we found out he was murdered, and in a little store that we used to be when we first moved down here. He was an Asian guy, and no kidding, the guy had 6 toes on each foot. We all thought he was Nephilim, but he wasn't tall enough to be a Nephilim. But he didn't have 6 fingers, but he had 6 toes. So Philippe was the first guy in this country that showed us how to use phones and how to do a lot of stuff. We had no idea even how to swap propane out, and this little guy helped us. And not only this guy from the store was the guy that went and took us to get our very first milk cow named Ruth and her son named Samson. And so this guy on Saturday was at a store, and some guys rolled up. And because we are they closed the country down, the cops have completely stood down. And so we're living in what I guess we could consider like the wild, wild west. And it is crazy. And so Philippe is dead. We found that out last night. And so rest in peace, our buddy Philippe. And we shall see what else happens down here. But blood is flying. People are dying. And not only that, a couple days ago prior to that, they took a bus driver that looked like a normal bus driver, and they threw rocks. They broke out all his windows. They grabbed him out of the bus. They tied him up. They beat him up. Then they tied him up. And, this is the world we are living in. Having said this, I would much rather be in this country than I would to be a tax slave in North America. We're still a lot more freer under these kind of actions than we were back in North America, where everybody's a complete slave. And so that's the story for the day. All right, gentlemen, let's get into this real quick. I want to guys, there's 1,000 of these books. I don't know how many's left, 900 of them left, something of that sort. If you want a Yah Scriptures, you would probably want to do a pre-order for them if you want them. It's 103 books. It is a what you call a PU large. It's a PU front cover. It looks like leather to me, but I guess it's not. But it's a really nice front cover. It has 3 bookmarks. First come, first serve on all of these. We hope there'll be many more, but we do know that the order in India is placed. The paper order is on its way to our printing press in India, and it is on its way out. And if you guys do not happen to have, or the funds, or you don't want this, please download this PDF. Put this on your devices. You never know what tomorrow will bring. You never know when we're going to lose access to things. And so if you guys, the very first download right here is Yah Scriptures, single column, 66 book. The other one, I think, is 37 books. The Apocrypha, it is the exact same print that we are going to be printing in the books, except the books have the double column in it. All right, gentlemen, let's talk real quick. What happened in Joshua 4? Give me a quick recap. Who, what, when, where, why, and what.
So the people of Israel, they crossed over a river that had stopped up. About everyone passing over, and he told the 12 leaders to grab each a stone. Then they put the stones up. He said, when your children ask you what are these stones for, you say that Yahuwah brought you out of this land. Yahuwah did this for you, that he is powerful, and that you don't forget him. And basically, everyone, when the priest stood in the water, the water stopped, and everyone passed by them. They held the Ark of the Covenant, and then they went by after everyone had made it through. Then they went through.
Yep. And so Joshua, would you call Joshua a hero? Is he a hero? Is he just a really good leader? Is he? He's obviously Yah's chosen person.
He could.
What do you guys look at?
Be a hero.
He's not exactly young at this point. He's gotten Jubs is just he's hacking. I don't know if he'll survive this. Hopefully, he's got to grab some water. It is raining, guys, and so it's going to be a wild day out there with the rain. Jay, did you have something for you?
Yeah, I was going to say you could call him a hero. He was a leader. He wasn't like Moses. He was a little different. But he was more of a warrior than a leader. He was definitely a fighter, so you could call him a hero. He defended his people and brought them into the land.
Yeah.
Without his command, they may not have done it right. They may have, had somebody else, and they would have gone astray. Because right after Joshua leaves, it doesn't take long, only a couple of years, and everyone starts idol worshiping.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys ready?
Yep.
All right. Eli, don't say so much, bro. Please. Thank you. Okay. 5. And it came to be, when all the sovereigns of the Amorites who were beyond the Yarden westward, and all the sovereigns of the Canaanites who were by the sea, heard that Yahuwah had dried up the waters of the Yarden from before the children of Israel until we had passed over, that their heart melted. And there was no spirit in them any longer because of the children of Israel. At that time, Yahuwah said to YAHOSHUA, make knives of flint for yourselves, and circumcise the sons of Israel again, the second time. Here comes the knives. Here comes the...
So, I would have to assume that they weren't circumcising every 8 days.
Well, we will learn this. This is why we are studying the book of Joshua. So we will find out why it is we have to go clippity-clip. 3. So YAHOSHUA made knives of flint for himself and circumcised the sons of Israel at the hill of foreskins. Wow. Was that hill called the hill of foreskins prior to this?
Probably not.
I don't think so. And this is why YAHOSHUA circumcised them. All the people who came out of Mitzrayim, who were males, all the men of battle, had died in the wilderness on the way after they had come out of Mitzrayim. For all the people who came out had been born circumcised. Not been born circumcised, but all the people who came out had been circumcised. But all the people who were born in the wilderness on the way as they came out of Mitzrayim had not been circumcised.
That's what I was saying. They didn't follow the command.
Well, they either didn't follow the command or here they're walking with Moshe, right? I don't know why they didn't, because we do have a Torah command in the days of Moshe.
Now,
8 days.
Abraham, this was like 400 years before this.
Right. So this is a very interesting thing that nobody that came out as they were traveling, so 40 years, all those kids born, nobody had been circumcised. So, thus, the Hill of Foreskins is here.
The Hill of Foreskins.
Yes. Okay, 6.
Yes.
For the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness, till all the nation, the men of battle, who came out of Mitzrayim, were consumed, because they did not obey the voice of Yahuwah, to whom Yahuwah swore not to show them the land which Yahuwah had sworn to their fathers, that he would give us, a land flowing with milk and honey. And Yahushua circumcised their sons, whom he raised up in their place, for they were uncircumcised, because they had not been circumcised on the way. That still leads us to the question of why.
Right, it says 8 days old, so the baby wouldn't be able to walk anyway, so they carried. So
yeah, and you know, these people were the complainers. You know, they were slated for death. They were marked for death. They were not going to make it out of these 40 years of walking around. And so maybe this is the thing about circumcision is it is a covenant piece, right? It is something that when you are circumcised, you are in the covenant. You are walking in the covenant. But if you are Torah-less and you do not care about the law, statutes, and commandments, then circumcision is absolutely nothing, because it doesn't make a bit of difference for you. 7. Who else do we got? Is it 7?
No, we are on 8.
Okay. And it came to be, when they had completed circumcising all the nation, that they stayed in their places in the camp till they were healed. Yeah, that would be...
that'd be terrible going to walk that.
Yeah, that's going to be like probably 15 days before things are better, I would say. It's going to be a while. Okay, and it came to be, when they had completed the circumcising all the nation, that they stayed in their places in the camp till they were healed. I liked that so much, I thought that I'd read that twice. And Yahuwah said to Yahushua, today I have rolled away the reproach of Mitzrayim from you. So the name of the place is called Gilgal to this day. So this is something that maybe gives us a clue on this entire thing, because Yahuwah said to Yahushua, today I have rolled away the reproach of Mitzrayim from you.
Right, so you're no longer like part of Mitzrayim.
Yeah.
You're like separated.
I think that is it. I think they did this so that everybody was in covenant, that when they took this being old, you knew what this means. If you're being circumcised at 8 days old, you have no idea. You don't even know about it until much later. And it's my dog itching some weird sounds. Okay. Where are we at, gentlemen?
We are on number
11. 10. And the children of Israel camped in Gilgal and performed the Pesach on the 14th day of the month at evening on the desert plains of Jericho. Now, why did they just do Pesach?
Because that was a command.
Besides that, why would they have not done Passover before this day?
Well, they did. It talks about it doing it.
Well,
Moses and Moshe.
Well, here's the gig: is what do we have? What do we know of a command about Passover?
To kill a lamb. We are.
And you're missing the point.
You saying like where they're supposed to do it a month later if they were unclean?
Nope. What can't you do if you're if you are not uncircumcised, you cannot keep Passover.
Right, so this was like a month before, so they went and did this.
Right, and so this is why I'm saying that these people, I don't know if these people would have, if they kept Passover.
Their forefathers did.
Their forefathers did, but whether or not they did, we don't know. If they did, they were breaking the covenant, the commandment of Passover, which you need to be circumcised. Okay, 11. And they ate of the stored grain on the land on the morrow after the Pesach, unleavened bread and roasted grain on this same day. And the manna ceased on the day after they had eaten the stored grain of the land. And the children of Israel no longer had manna, but they ate the food of the land of Canaan that year. And it came to be, when Yahushua was by Jericho, that he lifted up his eyes and saw a man standing opposite him with a sword drawn in his hand. And Yahushua went to him and said to him, are you for us or for our adversaries? And he said, no, I have now come as captain of the host of Yahuwah. And Yahushua fell on his face to the earth and did obeisance, and said to him, what is Adonai saying to his servant? And the captain of the host of Yahuwah said to Yahushua, take your sandal off your foot, for the place where you stand is Kodesh. And Yahushua did so.
So is this like similar to the place of Moses standing when he saw the burning bush, or is it like a whole nother place?
I do not know that. I do not know that answer to this. But we do know that our Creator is a Creator who provides. a creator who provides not only entities of things like this, right? But also he takes care of us, and he knows our problems, he knows our issues, and for the Israelites, he sent before them a real warrior, right? A messenger.
And that could be Michael, right?
It could be anybody. Yeah, captain of the host. We don't know exactly who it was, but we do know that the children of Israel will have a good leader with them, and I guess that's it for us today, guys. Hopefully, you guys all out there are obeying the laws, statutes, and commandments of our Creator, found in Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. We hope that you guys are you have the faith of Messiah Yahushua. So the road that we're traveling is very, very short. We never know when our last message here in Boss Clan will ever be. We have no idea, being out in these wilds, being out in this crazy, crazy place, what our Creator has planned for us. So there's no better time than right now to make things where we need to be. Make your soul where it should be. And if we're just existing in this plains and we don't care about our soul, then we are not, we're injuring ourselves. And so the entire prospect and the entire world that we're trying to get people to is to the laws, statutes, and commandments of our Creator. So with that, guys, we love you guys very, very much. Yah willing, you will hear from us again. Thank you so much. We are out.
All right. Shalom.